Hello everyone, my name is Alexander Peshkov and today I'm going to present you Detecteam. Actually, it's not a one game, it's a line, more it's sub-line of the big line, because we have a lot of trust in this game and a lot of interest. Right now we have a family line of this game, and it includes three games in fact. We can offer it in two different variants, so there's a version with a big box where all three cases are in one box, and there are also small boxes which are separate cases. As you can guess from the name, this is a detective game, so you have to solve some cases, but it's a kids and family game, so it's not about killing someone, don't worry. It's much family friendly and it's really fun to play and completely cooperative, of course. So it's 2 to 4 players and you can play one case in, well, 20 minutes. This family subline is a 7+ game, so because you have some text on the cards and you have to read. Don't be fooled by the colorful artwork. It's not super easy cases. You do have to think, you do have to be observant and look for clues and understand how everything happens. So the game is open and play completely, so you have a deck of cards in each case is just a deck of cards, and you read along the instruction, just do what it says. So basically the setup is just as you read, it guides you automatically to create everything. The game is very visual, so everything will be on the cards, and during the game you will create a kind of puzzle and a big picture will appear made of these huge cards. So you will build this tableau of cards, piece together the story. These cards will show how it looks in the end, so I will show it here. They are basically the final picture will consist of 3 rows, 4 cards each, and you have 2 of them on the table already. There is, as I said, there is some text, but there's not too much because we still want kids to read. So in the end of the game, after you played it, you have to answer the questions and you know them in advance. So this helps you to guide your reasoning, and basically that's everything you need to know for the game. So we start by opening 4 cards, and this is the deck, and we'll play turn by turn. Every player will have a very simple choice. You have to take 2 cards from the display. Well, let me think which one I would like to take. For example, these 2, and then you look at them. So on the other side you have characters and something they are saying. So let me show it here. I hope you'll not spoil too much. In this particular case, we have a forest where the animals decided to have a race, and at the finish this strange situation occurred. There are 4 champions at the same making a finish in the same time, but there is something fishy about it, and we are quite sure there's only one true champion. So our goal together is to find who was cheating and how, and find the right one, of course. So this goal in mind and all this visual information we have for the start, so we take a time to look at it. Every player, as I said, have a choice after taking 2 cards. Either he can play one face up and has to be touching one side to the existing cards on the table, or he can discard both of them. So the second one will be discarded anyway. Play this card here. So there is a white border around the field, so it helps you to build the picture together. So without showing it, I discard this one and we refill. So next player turn, and he will do the same stuff again. You cannot tell our players what you have seen on the card that you discarded, but you have to. It's better that you remember it because you can discuss it at the end of the game. So turn by turn we're going to build a grid of 3x4 cards, and you actually can place a card on top of another card at the same spot, because for every spot in the game you have 3 cards and only one of them provides important information related to the game. The 2 others are just nothing. There are something on them, but it doesn't help you to solve the case. So you have to analyze, you have to reason. If you think the card is wrong, you can cover it. If not, you can discard. In the end, you have a tableau of cards, and at that point, you can discuss together, share all the information you have. Of course, you discuss during the game, except for this information, and have to answer the question. For example, like which one committed this kind of cheating, what he did, who was the, like, say, guilty one, and so on. Basically, the end of the game happens again automatically. So you'll be playing the cards until you find the card, it's end of the game, and it will tell you exactly what to do. So after that, you will have a question cards, which are double-sided, and they have actually 4 variants of the answer. So even this part is like automatically guided, and you will answer them one by one, and you just put them the right answer. Imagine you want, if you think is the answer is 1B for the first question, and maybe 2D for the second question. So you'll just put them in a row, and then you have kind of row with correct answers. So it's, again, it's quite visual. And you check, because the cards at the end will tell you what's the right solution, what's the story, what happened, and you will score points for the correct cards on the grid, so the one which really makes sense to the story, and the correct answers, of course. So there is some kind of table at the end saying, okay, how good you are depending on your points, but it's not, of course, the most important part of the game. This is the first set of the games. We're already working on some other sublines on the same system, more or less the same system. You are welcome to take an order. You can buy them separately or like a big box version. The price on the shelf in Europe for the small box will be 11 euro, and the big box, which has all the free cases inside, is 25. You can order it everywhere you want. And just in a few words about our games in the existing line. So in this game, it's 1 egg too many. In the forest, there is the kids care nest, and then there is 1 extra egg appeared. So your goal to find out which one it is and how it get there. So in this game, it's called A Pie Gone Missing. There was on a farm where the hen was baking a delicious pie. It somehow disappeared when she was away. So you have to find out who's the culprit and how it happened. And as I mentioned, this one is about the race. So the games actually have different level of complexity. So this is, of course, it's very approximate, but we marked this one like a 1 star. This one is like 2 stars, and this will be 2.5 stars. So we suggest that you start with simplest one and you grasp the mechanics, and then you go to play other ones. Again, we tested it with kids, it works very well, families, everyone likes it, and we hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you very much.